we had kidogo were that the benefits that will come along with co-hosting. So I'm very sure Nandi and Elgeyo Marakwet together with us, we will benefit greatly, especially on infrastructure. Now that each county or each township has a small piece of road, a tarmac road, so it was in Gishu County and Nandi County. So we want to say we are peaceful, we are a good county. It is like the father who has had 3 children, triplets. You cannot strangle another one for the other one to survive. So we'll have to survive together like this, and we are very happy. Allow me to welcome our seers to continue from here, and then you will moderate from there. Thank you, Karibu.
Thank you very much, Governor. Asante sana. Waheshimiwa Governor, Mheshimiwa PS wetu, wajumbe wa county na wafanyakazi wa tabaka mbalimbali ya serikali, amjambo. Good afternoon. We are struggling with various programs that people have. And you know, in Africa, we like meetings. Kila mtu anataka kuongea, anataka kuongeza na kufanya hivi. But we have told ourselves, since we will be in this program until 20th, let us make this one of the shortest meetings. And if you have to speak as a leader, you are speaking to improve on the things we want to do. Then, next time we come now to your county or other places, we add. First, let me say thank you very much for coming. We were supposed to have this meeting yesterday, but the members of parliament requested us that because parliament was in session, they requested that we do it today. And I want to thank our members of parliament for really availing yourselves. I know you have busy schedule. People who are based in Nairobi, by the time it's Friday, you have your constituency activities. Thank you. Our MCAs, thank you very much for availing yourself. Although the numbers is not as high as I thought, and I'm told that they are still on the way. I was telling PS, let's expedite the process so that we don't have to see many people after this. We just meet a few and then we leave. You know what I'm saying? So basically, this meeting is to make this thing very co-hosting. I want to be very honest first. In the first instance, this Mashujaa had been announced to be in Elgeyo Marakwet. But His Excellency the President called us for a consultation. And we agreed that we move it to Uasin Gishu for 2 or 3, 4, 5 reasons. One, and there are many, many reasons. Why? This is our only city, and it's our headquarters in this region. Yeah, so we thought it was important that we come here together. 2, everybody from Elgeyo Marakwet, Uasin Gishu, and Nandi identifies with Eldoret as home. So all of us here, there is no one here who can complain. I see some people talking in Iten and complaining, but after they complain, they take a matatu to come to Eldoret. So there should be no reason to complain at all. We are all stakeholders of this city. Even though we get voted and we lead in other counties, we are all, this is home. The third issue was because this is the last Mashujaa in the first administration of the president, and it was not necessary for us to wait everybody to go around. It was important for us to come together. So in one accord, we agreed, we sat with the president, and we agreed that it will be co-hosting. Now, what does co-hosting mean? It means that activities that are related to Mashujaa Day will happen in all the 3 counties. That is number 1. Number 2, that projects that we have had historically to support national celebrations will be done also in the 3 counties. And as a result, there was a sit-down, a consultation, Iten, which was, and we said we focus on the county headquarters. So the Iten, Eldoret, and Kapsabet became beneficiaries of a few projects to demonstrate the importance of this co-hosting. As a result, there are certain projects that are going on, and I will ask, I will give just in a short while Mr. Makori to run through them in less than 4 or 5 minutes. Number 2, so these are projects that are going to take place in these counties. And even, I think if I give you Makori, utaharibu, nitasema tu those projects. I know why utaharibu, kuna vile umeandika hapo in a way sijakubaliana, so wewe hujui nini inaendelea kwa hii town. So so one, I must say that so those projects will be undertaken and completed. The MPs yesterday had a meeting with the PS, and there were certain improvements they requested, additional projects that will be also taken back to His Excellency the President. He is already aware. During our meeting in State House, he's the one who allocated roads to the various counties, and he made a phone call to the Ministry of Roads, and we agreed that luckily additional 5 kilometers, 5.6 kilometers for Elgeyo Marakwet, almost 6 kilometers, 6.3 for Elgeyo Marakwet and 6.3 for Nandi, and Nandi split between 4.3 Kapsabet and 2 kilometers in Nandi Hills, and Elgeyo Marakwet 5.something kilometers in Iten, and I think a kilometer in Kapsawar, 1.5 was thereabout. And so that is to just appreciate our dynamics, local dynamics. The stadium, the 3 stadiums, of the 3 stadiums, we believe that all of them will be substantially in a good place. Nandi Stadium is supposed to to be complete on December 3rd. But by the time we are going to Mashujaa, we believe it will be 70%. We've come from there. Very, very good progress is going on. Kipchoge Stadium will be complete, except the canopy. One side of the canopy and the other side of the canopy. They are all being imported. So the 2 sites will be here. The other sites will not be here in good time, but after that it will be completed. Once we are done, Sports Kenya and the contractor and the team will redo the grass to plant international grass. For your information, the first international stadium outside Nairobi is Kipchoge Stadium here in Eldoret. So it's going to, even the grass will be Bermuda grass, which is specific. I had a small stint in sports ministry, and so I was involved in these projects, and I know what international standards require. Here we will be playing African Champions League games in this stadium in the future, and other games. And that I believe there's a club that is in this town that I believe in a few years it will be among the top in Champions League, and we will be holding games here. And then there will be also other projects. Housing will be completed in a number of places. There is a market here which will be complete. Iten market will be complete. Kapsabet will be complete. There is equipping of the level 5 hospital in Kapsabet that is being worked out. What was the other things in Iten? There were, so those roads in Iten, and of course there were other roads in Iten that were all going, Lilies, Sergoek, and the other ones. There are roads in Elgeyo Marakwet, there are roads in Nandi, there are roads in Gishu, that though they are not part of Mashujaa, the president has said that it should be pushed to a substantial level, that when he comes here to launch them, he will come to launch those roads when he comes here. And that will cover every constituency, because I know the other constituencies that are not within the headquarters will be asking, what about us? The ongoing government projects, which some of them, and I was saying Makori was going to read generally, some of them are captured here, some are not, but they are ongoing projects. You know yourself as members of parliament in your own places. We should ready them for president to come and launch prior to the Mashujaa Day. There are also other programs that are related to land issues. I am still with the Attorney General handling the land issue of Langas. We are in a certain level. I know, I see Muya is standing. We are in a certain level, and there is its own legal complications, but we are having our consultation with the president in a few weeks. There is also the land issue with barracks there. The MPs know what is being done. There is also forest issues in Elgeyo Marakwet, Kidogo, and other places. Those are being worked out, including Nandi and other places. So why we are going to have this session, I have summarized in that manner, so that I will open contributions to this preparation. Now, that was projects, but now the event involves social issues. Yeah, there will be women singing, there will be people doing showcasing their talents. There is an audition process that Dennis will tell us how it is going as part of the Office of Creatives. I will give him 5 minutes to do that. But from our Ministry of Interior, And in consultation again with His Excellency the President and working together with the Sports Ministry, we agreed to support sports events from grassroots to the 3 counties level. So we'll have football match that will start from wards. That's why we wanted the MCAs here. We'll start from the wards. We will have ward finals with awards in the ward. Small awards, we are still agreeing on the figure, maybe 200, 100, or 50, or something like that for the winners. In the whole 80 wards. Is it 80? Yes, in all the 80 wards. And then we will come to sub-county. We'll have sub-county competitions, which is based on the various wards. We'll have a finals. We'll have a prize-giving process. Okay? And then we will have the county. They will come compete in county and give us 1 team. Those 3 teams will come to Eldoret here for the finals. The 4 teams, actually. We are still thinking maybe Uasin Gishu will give them 2 teams, number 1 and number 2, to compete in the finals, for us to have 4 teams competing in the semi-finals. And then, I know Kiborek is saying, Baringo, you are not supposed to be in this meeting. You are just an observer. Yeah? You are actually not in this meeting, just here, so that one day, which I am sure it's coming soon when Cabernet is hosting, you learn from us. We will also have, that is one. We will also have consultative meetings that are involving youth, elders, and so forth in the various counties. That will also be participatory. Now, in this sports tournament, we don't have money. If you look at the prizes alone, it will come to over 50 million. Okay? So we don't have money or a budget for organization, of hiring people to organize. So everybody here must come in. The county government has sports department. So the county government must give us the entire sports department, CEC up to village ward administrators to participate in organization. And the national administration structure from the county commissioner to the chief are going to participate. If the village elders, the newly properly recognized village elders will participate in the organization. And so this is how we will leverage on existing government officers to help us in the organization. Then we will have an honorarium for the referees and the other people. Security teams will make sure that competition, there is no fighting and there is no conmanship and so forth. In the start of the competition, we will register teams from the grassroots. If you are not in the register from day 1, you will not play in the finals here. We don't want counties going to hire Mamluki, what we call Mamluki, just to win money. So we register from village. What we will only allow is that after the ward competition, the ward can sit down and create 1 team after they have, but it must be a member of one of the teams around there. And then in the constituency, you are free. After you've run around, you can create 1 team for the constituency. But we will have the data from day 1 of that person, his ID, his picture, and everything. We are going to use technology. And then now in the county, you can sit as a county and come with 1 team. We hope that through this process, we will leave this process having identified a few players that scouts can even pick and take them to play in their teams, in the Super League or the Premier League or whatever team, as has happened before. Most of the players have been picked in those areas. We don't want to also, we will discourage use of players who are already in Super League. There are teams who are playing already in Super League and above. We will discourage use of those professional players so that we can give a chance to ordinary young people in the different places to come and compete here. His Excellency the President has agreed to grace the finals after Mashujaa Day. So after 20th tukimaliza kukula pale kwa DC ama whatever place it will be, kwa county commissioner, yeah? No, whichever the place. Oh no, sorry, we have State House here. What's wrong with me? Once we are done, once we are done with State House, we will come, the President will be there by 4, in the city of Eldoret, yeah. Once we come to, the President will be there and we'll give the present to the teams and watch the finals. So Dennis, this is the brief I wanted to give in general. A few of you I'll give a plenary for 20 minutes or so for people to raise additional information on how to improve this plenary or information. Then the technical committee will take notes, and now you together organize. I hope Makori, in the technical team, the local organizing team involves representation in the whole counties. Yeah, so that we don't have, and if you think there's a department of county or a particular county, you need to suggest they go to that committee. I will suggest that they go there. Dennis, in less than 5 minutes, please say something about this process that's going on. And then I will run the plenary. That helps everybody to say something. And then we break, we go. Then we plan the other activities as we come here together. Asanteni sana. Dennis, proceed.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. Yes, my name is Dennis Itumbe. I head Creative Economy Coordination and Presidential Special Projects. For purposes of this meeting, I'm the chair of the thematic part of the celebrations. I will donate 1 of my minutes to the Presidential Music Commission that is in charge of the auditions that are already going on in the wards. Just in 1 minute, then I'll remain with 4. Dan Otoyo.
Thank you, Waziri. All protocol observed. In terms of auditions, we've already started the auditions. We started on the 8th of August from Elgeyo Marakwet County. We've been to all the sub-counties, all the way from Chesongoch, Chesoi, Kapsowar, Chepkorio, and we finished in Iten. And for the Nandi County, we finished yesterday. We started all the way from Tinderet, went to Nandi Hills, went to Aldai, came to Mosop, Chesumei, and we finished from Kapsabet, Mwen sub-county yesterday. Today we are in Ziwa, Soi sub-county, and we are in Uasin Gishu as from today. My only appeal to all of us and all the leaders here is that we encourage the teams and the artists and the groups that we would like to participate to attend the auditions so that we are able to choose them from a fair ground. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much, Dan. Beyond that, because it's a national celebration, we are also going to make sure, don't worry about this, we will still engage. Because it's a national celebration, other than the 3 counties co-hosting, we will also have other teams in the entertainment. So the northeastern region, Samburu, Turkana, will also produce a team to participate. Then the part of Nyanza, there will also be a team to participate so that there is a national feel to the celebrations. Number 2, the theme for this year's celebration is sports, security, and the economy, basically the financial sector. So on sports, a lot has been said. The Waziri has already explained, so I'll leave it at that. But beyond football, there will be volleyball, and there will be marathon. The details of which you'll give us a week. Mr. Ruto, who is in the team somewhere here from sports, that gentleman there is heading a subcommittee at the Ministry of Sports. Within a week, we will now be able to share with each of you what exactly is going to happen and when. In terms of security, it is both the security that is represented by Waziri and the PS here, but also cyber security. So on cyber security, we are going to have a software summit, one which happened in Uasin Gishu, I think 3 months ago. It's now going to happen in Elgeyo Marakwet. We are going to share the dates for that week. Then we are going to have a digital economy conference in Nandi. We'll share the dates and how it's going to be done. Those 2 are important because we are bringing global companies, the Facebook CEO, the Instagram CEO, we are now looking for the other guys. Microsoft is already confirmed, and Google. They will be in town to chair those summits. Then for finance and economy, we are bringing all banks, including the central bank, the SMEs, the capital markets. They are going to set up. For 1 week, we are going to have a 1 week thematic conference in Uasin Gishu. We are going to be asking the governor to identify for us a venue where we are going to set up and bring the entire government, all CSs, all PSs, all CEOs, to be there for a week, engaging with the people from the 3 counties on the various issues that are there in government. Finally, For that 1 week, we would want each of you to then mobilize your people to benefit from what we will assemble government, but you will assemble the people to come and interact with the different issues that are there. Thank you very much. CS, my 5 minutes are exhausted.
Pigeni makofi, Dennis. Why are you very mean with your makofi? Yeah. Now, that's why I said for it to be participatory and to have meaning why we were here today, apart from listening from the committee of what we are doing, we want to open this forum for people to give a few suggestions. Like if everybody speaks in bullet form, 10 people can speak. Yeah, and I have no preference of who should speak. The mic should just be moved around, and then we will conclude as we should. Anyone who would like to say something? Madam mwenye ako nyuma pale, wapewe mic. Yeah, then I will finish. The first 5 I will finish with Mwalimu, my teacher here. We start with her.
Thank you, PS. I'm Honorable Regina Chumba. I represent persons with disability. In the spirit of inclusion, I would request that since we cannot have persons with disabilities starting from the ground, I would request that we have one main team, like for the sitting file for representation. Thank you.
Yeah, Dennis and the team. You are writing notes, yeah? That in the sports, there be an aggregated team for persons with disability so that they are participating. Thank you very much, Mheshimiwa. There was somebody there? No? Yes, Mheshimiwa MCA host.
Thank you, Waziri. I want to speak on behalf of the farmers. The cereal road, which benefits all the farmers in the entire county, has been left out, and yet the road is in a pathetic condition. And they are not happy about it. So it is good when we talk about it as early as now.
No, it's not a fight, Mheshimiwa. Don't say you are not happy about it. In fact, when you say you are not happy about it, you should be saying, I request, because you are the MC of that area. For consideration.
Let me just speak the way they send me with the message. They said, I speak on behalf of them. I don't represent farmers in Gishu, but I represent the road where it is. What I'm trying to say is, I want the farmers to feel they are appreciated, because everyone who is getting food in this country, they get food from that cereal board. So
what Mheshimiwa is saying, she's requesting
I am requesting for that road to be considered.
Very good. That
and our county commissioner knows the problem of that road.
Asante sana. How many kilometers is it? How many meters? I don't know. Inafika kilometer? Sawa. We will pass the message accordingly. I'm sure farmer number 1 would also be interested. As he brings his farm produce, he will be interested. That is the second. The third is the lady, and I thought Chepotpot was the fourth. Yeah. The Mheshimiwa. Yes.
Thank you, Waziri. I want to speak on behalf of the women, that when we shall be having sporting from the ward level, let us also consider the women.
Absolutely.
To begin from the wards.
Absolutely.
And secondly, lighting in the city. Let us have our city lighted all over. Thank you.
I think there is a lighting program, both in all three towns, and it's factored in. It's part of the project. Sorry for not mentioning it earlier. It's solar powered, actually, energy. That is a program that is being undertaken by the government. Yes, Mheshimiwa Christopher.
Thank you, Waziri. I want to speak and I want to appeal for the 3 counties that we have now got a very good track and field. Now, we have athletes, they train for 3 months and they go compete for a week or a day. I want to appeal in a very humble way. In each and every, like in Kamarin, we are requesting we are given a training field. Same to us in Gishu and Nandi. And I'm speaking on behalf of athletes. You remember I was an athlete. And that is, we are known in the whole world because of athletes. Thank you.
I think, yes, that's a good suggestion. I think for Iten, there is no space for an outside field, an outside training running track because of land issues. You don't have land. But in Kapsabet, they are lucky to have the existing training ground with the land. Eldoret here there will be a training ground outside because of land issues. The advantage, perhaps, for Elgeyo Marakwet is if they complete the sports academy in St. Patrick's behind there, it can be for the day-to-day training and then the stadium itself, and the way they will work together with Sports Kenya to know what they will do. But the advantage you have in Iten and Kapsabet is that the contractor is already on site to construct 340-bed sitter hostel in both counties. Starting, they are already site under housing, which was part of the discussion we had with the president, and now it will be, the two stadiums will have hostels embedded. I'm sure Eldoret will be asking why not. I don't think that place fits an hostel, but if it fits, it will be easy for you to make your case. But also Eldoret has a fairly good accommodation than any other, it's the city, than the other smaller towns outside. And what was a third person before Honorable Shole? Yes, Abdi. Mheshimiwa.
Asante sana Mheshimiwa Waziri. Mimi naitwa Mheshimiwa Abdi kutoka Elgeyo Marakwet. Na mimi nina ongezo kidogo kwenye mswada ambao mnajadili siku ya leo. Kama kijana ningependa kufanya hivi kwa ofisi yako ya immigration sana. Kwamba wakati ule mchezo unachezwa, zile tournaments zinachezwa, unafahamu kwamba vijana wengi ni ngumu sana wachukue ID. At least from your office, tunaomba, kwa sababu unajua tunafanya mambo yote lakini tunatafuta ile tutam ya Mheshimiwa Rais. So vijana waache wa register ile ID siku ya ile tournament, wengi wao watatokea. Na pia watu wa IBC wakuwepo pale ndani ili wakiregister ID wakate kura. Asante.
That is important, but also it's very important niseme kwamba there is already an ongoing program in your wards. Yeah? So please help us mobilize for those programs. I get the feedback every day. Yeah? And sometimes the numbers are not to the level that we want to. But I will have another meeting with you elsewhere for review early next month with all the MCAs, and I will have with the MPs in Nairobi. We wanted first to streamline it to become proper. Then we will see how those of us who have the political persuasion, what can we add on top of it, of what we have already put in place. Let me not say more here, but what Abdi is saying is true. For those big tournaments, by the time you are congregating in one ward, we shall bring all services there for registration, as been, and that should be noted in all the programs, and the county commissioners know that. Mheshimiwa Mwalimu.
Thank you very much, Waziri. I'm sure many of you are asking why he's calling me Mwalimu. I actually have the pride of saying he was my student at the University of Nairobi, and he was my top student for the moot court competition in Ilimpeleka, Washington, D.C. Sindio? Asante. That's my claim to fame. Just for me, I'll be very brief. I know that we've said, Waziri, that this is also going to be a national event, so there'll be people also who will come and perform or come from other parts of the country. But this is a request from the young people of Gishu County. They said when it's digital jobs, to be able to promote this, we have a lot of bloggers, people who have internet presence, etc. Tafadhali, consider our young people from Elgeyo Marakwet, Gishu County, and Nandi County, that you give them priority. Pia, najua, mukifanya wale watu nafanya event organizing, the youth have also asked that kama ni ushers, musilete watu kutoka Nairobi, train watu wetu hapa, hawa ndio wapate hiyo kazi ya ushers. That is what we are requesting. We've also requested that on the auditions, we didn't announce it on radio. And actually, the way to get people here, ni watu we use radio. So we are requesting for that to be done. And as Waziri Murkomen said, you will make this as social as possible. So if you want to make it as social as possible, kuna vitu zingine mnaweza kutusaidia. Najua Sosiani Primary, wako na bill ya 3 million. Moiben Center, people have cholera because they have a bill with Eldowas. Kama mnaweza, as part of Mashujaa, walipia hizo bills, ikuwe write-off, wakae sawa. Hiyo ndio tunaomba tu. because we have legitimate expectations of people of Uasin Gishu County. Asante sana, God bless.
Before I come to Governor here, Mheshimiwa, yes, maybe the last round, 2 people or so, then we finish.
Yeah, thank you, Waziri, for the opportunity. I have a concern. Now that this is an Heroes Day, and the way we have done CSR, I know the nomination of heroes is a preserve of the National Councils of Heroes. I was requesting Waziri if there is a way also, maybe you can, if there is a way, so that our heroes, maybe from the various counties, are left out. If there's a way, maybe counties can be given an opportunity, maybe through the, I don't know which mechanism, at least they nominate as a way of CSR, because there could be some heroes who could be left out in our various counties who may not be captured by the National Council's heroes.
Okay, yeah, Mheshimiwa is saying there could be programs or projects that have been left out. How do we inform the committee? There is a representation of every county in the technical committee. So through your internal consultations, that person can brief you on what's going on in your county, then you can make something in addition. I had said earlier about the football matches for women and men, but it doesn't mean that it's the only sports. Like Dennis has told you, we have marathon, we have different events. I only emphasize that one because we are putting some effort also as a ministry to support the Ministry of Sports and the events committees, because we think it is the most popular sport that can mobilize the greatest number of people. But we already have in mind that it will be men and women. This is in the committee now, other additional, like for example, it is not feasible that we will be able to do volleyball in every ward. Yeah? So the committee will think through how do you get some volleyball teams. If we have to do handball or some other game, how do we get persons with disability involved and so forth, we will be able to do so. Governor, Chelilin.
Use your microphone. So the noise outside, there's nothing wrong. They think we want to finish and go away without talking to them. So you will have something, kuongelesha na kuweka mawe, the story issue. So I want to suggest that we were given an opportunity to forward some names in the Mashujaa Day, and we have some names who would want to be honored that day. So I would suggest that when we give those names, please have them as they are. And I'm sorry I didn't introduce Major Sei here, who is an eminent person in this county. I didn't introduce the county government, the CECs, and the CEOs, and the rest, and the city chair board. We have seen you. Thank you very much. So, asante sana. And again, there is a request from other counties, like West Pokot and others. They have some names they want to forward. So I don't know how we are going to handle that.
What we do, because we are now sitting in the committee, everybody is sitting in the committee, I am suggesting that, and this is very important, you know, there are people who are forgotten generally, nationally, and they have done a lot for the country. But it's until you have such events, they may never be recognized. So if you have a name, channel it through either county commissioner office or the administration team, or straight to the technical committee, so that it will be forwarded to the Heroes Council to look at it. We will see how best they will be recognized as specifically as persons who come from this region and be put in the program of recognition. The way we did it in Kitui, although you know December is different from the other days, but still October program, we will find a way for ensuring that those people are recognized as it was done in Kitui. If there are no other suggestions, I will leave it at one lady behind, and the Sei will be our last one, and then I'll give the governors 1 minute to summarize. Yes. Yes, madam.
Thank you so much, Waziri. My name is Hilda Ruto. I'm a youth representative in the City Board of Eldoret. I'm kindly asking that at least a young person should be included in the steering committee of the Mashujaa Day. You know, we are the future leaders. So we should also be given an opportunity for us to make a decision and to contribute in the marking the celebrations of the national. So what do you think about that?
Thank you. Makori, do you have young people in the board, in the team? Do you have young people represented in the technical committee, in the committee? Well, the county government can nominate more young people to go there, an additional, if there is none. Yeah, they let them check from the committees, the county governments can nominate. Mzee Sei, Waziri, just before Mzee Sei, for her, because I'm a jitetea, I will get her into the technical committee. Yeah, very good. Yeah. Dennis was representing young people until you came. So, you are welcome. Yes, Mr. Sei.
Asante Waziri. Yangu ni kusema ya kwamba I think I'm in the minority. This species is fading out very soon. Na hatuna nguvu ya kuingia katika mkutano kama hizi. So I am requesting that during the Mashujaa Day, wazee wapewe nafasi ama space yao wenyewe, kwa sababu hatuwezi kusukumana. Hata leo nimejaribu and I am happy I'm here. Otherwise I would not have been here. Please create space for us. Thank you.
As we start with Dennis, even if the event is national, that Mzee who prays when the function starts should come from this region. Either of the 3 counties to start with. And then now, as I told you, Mzee Sei, we are coming back for consultation meetings with the elders, with the stakeholders on different issues. And, you know, just talk about Mashujaa is enough for as part of consultation. In 1 minute, Governor Elgeyo Marakwet. No, RC on behalf of administrators. 1 minute.
Bwana Waziri, ours is to assure you that matters to do with security, matters to do with the traffic, matters to do with all the organization, including the protocols, will be taken care of. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, RC. We will have our meeting with our Ngao officers in good time.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Governor.
Thank you, Waziri. On behalf of Elgeyo Marakwet leadership, we only want to request that we have so many going on, so many projects. Others are a bit slow. If you can push for us, we want to request that the President comes to Elgeyo Marakwet. You know the challenges because of this shifting and co-hosting. We would want to have the President prior to the event to come and visit all the 4 sub-counties and probably launch and fast-track many of our projects. That would be our request. We will share with you the entire list of the projects of our county so that we can be able. And finally, Waziri, I was requesting you in Interior. We have had a lot of requests by elders, young people, leaders from the region, if they can have a delegation to meet the President per county or jointly. If you can have, just when the President is around, we can have them go to State House here so that we don't have to take them to Nairobi. Then they can meet the President one day before or even just once combined for all the 3 counties. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Governor. On 2 things, the Governor raised, the President already agreed for the meeting because it had been requested by these elders. They sent me, and the President agreed that he will going to have a meeting here with them. And then for Komora and the team from Sports Kenya, the sports academies have stalled, and we had a discussion on the same. I know that is not a problem for these 3 counties only. It's a national problem on the costing and everything, having been there before. But that is an area that needs to be unlocked because it's becoming an eyesore. It would have decongested the bigger stadiums that are being built, yet they are now becoming stalled projects. So that's one of the projects that Governor was saying and a few others. But Sports Kenya, you need to pick from there, and the Ministry of Sports. And I thought actually it's not Sports Kenya, it's Ministry of Sports through Kenya's Sports Academy. We need to work on those issues. Governor?
So I think, Waziri, again, on behalf of Nandi County, you have been there this morning. We have had a lot of discussions around the projects that are ongoing. Generally, when an event of this magnitude comes, we want to take advantage to ensure that all the stalled and the speed of the projects that are being implemented is expedited. So I think that is something that we need to work on. My other point to Dennis is that let's think through. If the theme is three, security, sports, and finance, if each of those themes can be handled by each of the counties, so that we also don't spread too much. Within the last, if we will have 2-3 days to the event, and you spread everything across the 3 counties, we might get lost. So if we can identify, for example, sports is handled by Nandi, and then whether there is going to be a conference or something around sports, Nandi County handles it. Security, I know there has been a lot of work going on in Elgeyo Marakwet, and then the finance element, Uasin Gishu being the center, then can work around it, so that at least in each of those 3 themes, all of us are able to participate. So I think let's just think through how to sharpen the edges. But more importantly is the team by elders. I think, Waziri, you have mentioned, let us also persuade the president to give us about 3-4 days within the region in the run-up to the event. And I think in Nandi County we have agreed at least we should have 2 or 3 official projects that are going to be commissioned. I am sure again Uasin Gishu can do, and also Elgeyo Marakwet, so that beyond the celebrations, let us see 2-3 or so tangible projects that the president will commission within our region as part of just showing that the government has worked around that. And then finally, the sporting thing, let us also give it a bit of a theme. I know, I don't know who mentioned, Mheshimiwa Abdi mentioned about registration of voters and registration of IDs. But also this region is struggling with alcoholism and the challenge around drug abuse. If we can also make sure that that is one of the themes within the sporting event, so that we actually give some level of serious attachment to those issues, so that then we support our young people within the region moving forward. So thank you so much, Waziri.
On behalf of all the MPs, CPA, you can say something to close. Now that this man had said something. Yeah. DK, David.
Thank you, Waziri, for recognizing me. Oh, sorry.
And the chair of all the MPs. Yeah.
Actually, I was going to share my moment with chair, because how would I say anything when the chair is around? But for that purpose, I want to say again, thank you. We are keen to this event, Waziri. Our target, our aim, our commitment is to ensure that this event will succeed. Not forgetting that these are the counties that we pride ourselves that the president is coming from around. So we want to assure you our commitment. Lastly, as we had a meeting with the PS, we will still have some follow-up meetings on the issues raised by members here. For this purpose, on this Mashujaa Day, we are one thing, we are the same.
I think we are one throughout. Even when we are doing our politics, we are still one. Give it to chairman. Yes. But you are an aspirant, so just be very brief. Yeah.
Don't worry, Waziri. Here I am the chairman of the region. First and foremost, let me thank you for this meeting. This meeting is very crucial because we are hosting Nandi, Uasin Gishu, and Elgeyo Marakwet is one. But there are 3 things I want to emphasize. As the president comes to this region, we will want to actually him to meet people, elders around here. It is very important. For the 3 counties, in Elgeyo Marakwet, in Uasin Gishu, and even in Nandi. 2, what Sang said about projects, and I think the technical team, where we'll sit, we'll want to make sure that those projects are complete, like the fuel electricity projects, the street lights in this town. This town should actually be sparkling. Kapsabet should be sparkling. Eldoret should, Iten, we need to see it well lit. And lastly, on the theme of the auditions, let us make the auditions be as representative as possible across all our counties. Otherwise, we are one people, and we are going to still sit in the technical committee. Asante Waziri and everyone else who is here. Asanteni sana.
Thank you very much, Chair. I gave, there are things that were raised by the members of parliament in the last, in the consultation meeting on Thursday, and those that have been raised today here. You so many MPs do not want to say much because they already addressed the issues. We will have another consultative meeting this week, this coming week, where I will come and chair myself and with the feedback from the ministries and from His Excellency the President, so that then those things you said, you told the PS and the ones that have been raised here, we can have a meeting in Nairobi, and I will give notice to the governor so that they can be able to come. We come and do one last meeting. We don't want to meet in September when it is not possible to deliver, when in 2 or 3 weeks it's not possible to deliver the projects. I have spoken to, for example, Duale on the health issues. There are some things that are supposed to be done in Nandi. I have spoken to the sports people on some issues. And also we had actually sat down with Davis under the direction of the President on the roads here. And I can see, like the MCA of this place, genuinely, there are some areas that perhaps still need to be addressed in those various counties so that everybody feels involved. I want to thank you very much for creating your time. I can see everybody here. Some people here, we are going for the same function together. Everybody is under pressure. Thank you very much for coming for this meeting. Look forward to seeing you again soon. I will be back here to meet various stakeholders, and I look forward to us working together. It is true what CPA said, and DK and Governor, that we must put aside our sectarian political interest for making sure that our county moves forward and region. But I also want to emphasize that those perceived sectarian differences are not differences. They are healthy democratic engagements that should not at any time create conflict. We must be able to chew gum and walk at the same time. You know, we must continue exercising democracy and still love each other and still work together as a team to move our country forward. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabariki. Now MCAs from Nandi who arrived late, please.